Hey guys, Art616 here, and today is part 3 of the best card combinations design-wise. Um, for this part, there's going to be a lot of ATV, standard ATV cards, so it's going to be a lot. I'm gonna try to get these done as fast as possible because all the characters have their own unique ATV color, so this is gonna take a while. This is all unscripted, so if I repeat myself, uh, that that's because of that. Who else is there? Oh yeah, this is part 3. So you should definitely watch the what's it called? The other parts first before this right here. And later on, I'm gonna have a pinned comment of all the ATVs or like all the characters in their respective cards. So like that, if there's an ATV color that you like on a certain character, then you can just click onto that and then see which one I think is the best card combination for that character. Alright, let's get started. So from here, we start from Mario all the way to Isabelle. Gonna keep it in order. For Mario, gotta go with the Crimson Slim and the Gold Glider. The gold glider fits well with all of the yellow on the tires, and the red and the crimson goes well with the red. I think this right here is probably the best. What's it called? Red theme right here. Next is Luigi. This one I go with the leaf tires and the super glider. You could also use what's it called, the slick. Oh, there you go. And it will match with the white, but me personally, I would go with the leaf tires. Next is Peach. For her, I would go with the regular standard and the Peach Parasol. There's not really any. There's not any good. There's not really that much good tires to use. When coming up for card combinations with pink cars, so I usually just go with the standard since it fits pretty much well with every car or bike. Next is Daisy. For her, I would go with the sponge. Makes sense anyway. And peach parasol. Then I chose and the reason why I chose peach parasol over the flower glider. Like you can use that too, but the pretty much I use this one because since it's a daisy only, what's it called? Color. It's best just to have it. What's it called? Fit with the theme of Daisy. Next is gonna be what's it called? Rosalina and Lakitu, since they both have the same colors. Let me see. Yeah, they both have the same colors. Oh yeah, one thing to know when it comes to colors is that um, let's say I'm on the yellow, right? One thing to note is that the middle part where the handlebars are, that part's white, right? But in some other cards, you have things like Donkey Kong, right? Same yellow body, but right there where the handle is at, it's all black, like right there. So there's a so like later I'm gonna call this Koopa yellow because this is gonna be Donkey Kong yellow. This is all unique, except for Rosalina, like two, and all the Yoshis and Shy Guys. But besides that, for the Rosalina, I would go with the Blue Standard and the MKTV parafoil. The reason why I chose the Blue Standard is because it works well with a lot of blue colors, and MKTV parafoil works well with this sort of light blue color. Um, I, I was thinking of using a Highland Kite, but there's not really any red in it, so this is the only one I see works like perfectly well with it. Next is Tanuki Mario. For this one, it is gonna be the hot monster and the Bowser Kite. Um, I was thinking about using the ancient tires, but it didn't look really well considering it's an ATV. So I just kind of went with like, okay, You're gonna have the hot monster since it's brown, and kind of like in Tanuki Mario has his own like what's it called, Jeep thing with already like with like the hot monster tires. I chose the Bowser kite because this is the ugliest looking glider ever. If you use this, that's fine. That's just my opinion. Like you could definitely use this for this combo set, but I prefer to go something much more nicer looking like Bowser kite. Um, Next is Cap Peach. Um, this pink is a lot more different compared to Peaches or Toadette, especially. Like they'll look similar, but believe me, they're not. For Cat Peach, I would go with the regular off-road and the plane glider. I chose a plane glider because the pink color on the plane looks much more looks much more the same of the car of the ATV's body. Chose the off-road because it's kind of because like the red and white looks okay with this sort of pink, so I think that looks fine. Next is gonna be the blue one. For this one, I'm gonna go. For this one, I usually do the regular blue. I'll just do the blue standard and the Hylian kite. The reason I chose a Hylian kite is because the red and blue mixes well with Toad's body since he's already like red and white. Since the Hylian kite already has the red, it matches perfectly, I think. Next is Koopa Yellow. For this one, I would go with the standard and the parafoil. I was thinking of using the parachute because he's tiny, so that makes sense. But I thought the parafoil looks a little bit more better compared to this. Alright, next is Shy Guy Black. So if you use like the regular Shy Guy or the black Shy Guy, it'll give you this. For this right here, I think that the standard and the gold glider works really well. Let's see here. The black and yellow already works well enough with the body. I feel like the gold glider works well because it's mostly like black. Like you could use a super glider, but that contains a lot of gray. So I think using the golden glider works a lot more better. And then Lakitu again is the same thing as Rosalina, so we'll skip him. For Toadette, I would go with the regular Slim and the parafoil. Gotta go all the way down for this. For this one, the pink on the parafoil matches with the ATV's color, and the Slim, I feel like this works a lot better with like Toadette than compared to some of the other ones who also have pink. So that's that. For King Boo, I would go with the regular off-road and the cloud glider. You could also use a super glider, but I prefer to use the cloud glider. I chose the off-road because the off-road looks really nice with the gray, and the sea itself is slightly red, so the red on the off-road tires will kind of blend in with with the ATV. Next is Mellow Mario. Now, if you're wondering about all these right here, they're pretty much the same thing as their adult counterparts, so it really doesn't matter. For Mellow Mario, because Gold Mario only has Mellow Mario's, what's it called? Color. For this one, I would go with the GLA tires and the Cloud Glider. I chose the GLA tires because it matches the same shiny reflection as the metallic coating, yeah. And the Cloud Glider, you could again also use a Super Glider, but the gray on that one is not reflective as the other one, as like the body and the tires. So I think the Cloud Glider will work much better. For Pink Gold Peach, pretty much a pink but reflective, and I think for this one, the Slim and the Peach Parasol will work. Again, you could also use a Super Glider, but it's not really reflective, so I would go again with the, where is it? No, there you go, the Peach Parasol. Matching, it's kind of like matching with the Peach theme, so that makes sense. Next is Wario. Right here I called it Wario Purple, which makes sense. Let's see here. I think that the Cyber Slick here and the Wario Wing is the best combination so far. This is like the best combo combination thing, card combo, because the green works well because Wario has those green elf shoes. The purple and the yellow mixes very well with the card's body and as well as the Wario Wing, being very like being pretty much Wario's face on it, and still having the purple and yellow, so it works perfectly. For Waluigi, for this one, uh, where did I write it? There we go. Pretty much the same thing, but with a different glider. You could change the tires to something else, but I feel like this is like the best option for Waluigi. Next is Donkey Kong. For this one, I would go with the regular standard and the parachute. You could also just use what's it called, the parafoil, but I think the parachute works a lot more better. I don't know why I chose the parachute. I think it's because like the yellows on the side stand out more than the other colors. So this one looks really well. This one looks good. Next is Bowser. This was pretty easy. Just hold on. Hot Monster and of course his kite. Of course, Bowser Kite goes with the Bowser theming and the Hot Monster because the ATV itself is all orange and matches with the same color as the monster tires. Next up is Dry Bones. For this one, the Cyber Slick and the Cloud Glider. Let me go. Here we go. And the Cloud Glider. I think the Cyber Slick works really well with this because again, it's purple. The green doesn't really get in the way, and I chose the Cloud Glider because the Super Glider itself has a much completely different color than like the ATV itself. So I chose, okay, you know what? Let's just choose the Cloud one. I didn't choose the Warrior Wing because it didn't work well with its theme, so I thought, okay, the Cloud works better. Next is Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. I think that the regular standard. Where is it? And the Bowser Kite works well with this. Again, standard works well with pretty much everything, black and yellow, and Bowser Kite because for theming, you know. For dry Bowser, it's pretty much the same thing as just regular Bowser. Just gotta have those hot monster tires. I think that the hot monster tires look much better than the regular monster tires. Hold on. Because with the hot monster tires, the orange really like reflects like all that the lava vein thingies or pattern on his shell. So I think this one works very well. Next up is the Koopalings. Let's see here. Around the Koopalings has only been 13 minutes. Jesus. Usually at one page itself will only be 15 minutes, but this is gonna take a while. For Lemmy, right? For Lemmy, we have the Azure Roller and the Parachute. Just the Parachute because he's tiny. I think that's pretty funny. It also matches very well with his hair, and I chose the Azure Roller because it matches with the ATV body color. Next with Larry, I just chose standard everything. So standard tires and the Super Glider. I chose the Super Glider because it's already yellow and black, and the yellow and black plays a big role here with the color combat with all the colors. So I think that's why it's the best option for that. For Windy, I also had to go with the standard Super Glider. Even though the seat itself is like blue, I could have gone with the Azure Rollers, but I think that the Super Glider and the standard tires works really well with each other. So I think like that's the best option for Windy. Ludwig, for him, I would just go again with the what's it called, the blue standard and the Super Glider. Super Glider, it's pretty much black and blue, looks really well. Blue standard again works really well with a lot of blue colors, so this looks nice. For Iggy, I think that the Cyber Slick and the Bowser Kite works well. Oh wait, no, Iggy Koopa. Oh, I'm sorry, never mind. I meant to say Cyber Slick and the regular glider. There you go. Read that wrong. I chose a super glider because there's already green and purple on it. Like, even though it's like a darkish purple or black on it, I feel like that the purple and the green will stand out more on the glider, and then the car itself will look nicely with all the green and the purple with the tires and the ETV itself. Next is Roy. For him, I chose the Cyber Slick, and this time the Bowser Kite. Just a Bowser Kite because it really wasn't like any good purple parachutes. Like, you could also choose this one, but again, I prefer to go something that matches with the theming, so I chose Bowser's Kite. Even without Bowser's Kite, the card itself looks nice with the purple and green, or the purple and yellow. And now last one is Morton. And then I never understood why he has like a dark green and yellow, but anyway, I would go with the regular Slick and the Bowser Kite. The Slick works well because the white matches with his head, the green matches with the body of the ATV, and the black, of course, is black, makes sense, and the Bowser Kite. Bowser Kite for theming, and the Slick because it matches the colors of the ATV. Alright, now we're almost done. We have 3, 6, pretty much the same. 9, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, pretty much 10 more, and then we're done. So for the Inklings, this one varies depending on which color you choose. So for the orange one, I would go with the Hot Monster and the regular glider. The regular glider is pretty good overall for the Inklings. It matches very well with all the colors, and the white part can change into black, so it fits really well with much of the tires later on. Hot Monster because Inkling orange color, so I think that looks nice. Next is going to be the green, not this one, the green Inkling. For this one, just change the tires to a Slick and keep everything else the same. The Slick tires look really good because of the green and white. That by itself looks already nice with like the white and the green, like the white canvas, I would say, and then the green splats all over. Looks good. And then we flip the page over. We still have a few more to go. For the purple Inkling, this time just have the regular standard. Again, purple cars or anything like dark purple, there's not really that many options you can do. So I'm going with like standard everything, and I think it looks pretty good for what it is. For the blue Inkling, pretty much just go with the blue standard and keep the glider the same. Blue standard looks well with the blue and everything. See, the canvas changed to black, so it looks really nice. For the purple one, just change the wheels again to Cyber Slick, so like that. It has the purple and the green. This works perfectly. Like, I wish the Cyber Slicks were a lot more darker, but pretty much all the colors are there. You got the purple splats, you got the green, and the tires same with the green splats, and the super glider still the same. Looks nice. Last Inkling color is going to be the light blue one. This time, however, what's it called? I chose the Azul wheels. I was thinking of using the regular standard, I was thinking of using this one or the regular standard, but I thought, you know what, no, it has the light blue, it matches with the Azul roller, so just keep it at that, and as well as the super glider. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I need to show off the glider first one. There you go. There's a lot of blue in it, so the Azul wheels makes it stand out a lot more. And next we got the links. Links are pretty much the same. Not really that much notable differences except for, again, the middle where the handle's at. So for the links, I would go with the Triforce tires. It's also blue, and it looks really nice with this right here as it matches the theming, and the Hylian Kite. I think again this one, like, I chose a Hylian Kite because it's for theming purposes, not just because it's like it's a good mixture of red and blue. But yeah, just have it like this right here. It even works well with the, what's it called, the Breath of the Wild one. So it looks great. Last one, the last three is gonna be the villagers. Villager apparently has a different red color, compared to like Mario, Baby Mario, whatever. For him, I would just go with the regular Slim and the Super Glider. So we got here and we have here. Okay. So I chose the Super Glider because it kind of has like that orange. It's kind of like red orange, so it's already like it's already there. The white patterns, like the Animal Crossing patterns, already looks pretty. I chose a Slim instead of like using the hot monster. I chose the Slim because it's pretty basic. Like, it could have also done like the regular rollers, but I feel like the Slim works a lot more better here. Alright, next is Female Villager. For this one, it's literally the same thing. Again, couldn't really find that much of a good tire color for the pinks, but at least the Super Glider itself is very unique, so it stands out a lot. And the last one's gonna be Isabelle. Isabelle, I went for the whole theming thing, so I just went with the leaf tires and the regular glider. Now you could also use the paper glider, like that works too, you know. But in this situation, I really think that the regular glider for Isabelle works perfectly. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, we have all these right here to finish, and we're done. But that's gonna be for part 4. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Take care and bye bye.